ladies and fictional men, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you're new, hi, I'm Kit. Today's video is going to be the first TBR of 2025, 2026. And what I mean by that is it's the first one I'm filming, which is March and April, and I'm also filming it in January. Because why not? I'm just giving this a shake. Oh. Let's pick one. Let's pick. Do you know what? One has fallen out. Let's pick this one. Please be an easy one and don't be anything to do with Netflix. Find the last book you rate 5 stars and read a book that has the same amount of letters in the title. Last book I rated 5 stars. Let's go on here. Because I have my phone next to me which has Fable, which is what I use to track. I'm gonna go in reviews and just find and scroll. Oh, I found it. Last book I rated 5 stars was Hook, Line and Sinker. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, what was it? Same amount of letters. Okay. 4, 8, 7, 8, 9. Wait, what? 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I need to find a book with 17 letters in the title. I'm going to find it and then I'll be back. I kid you not, that took so long, and I got to 16, or I got to 15, which was not quite dead yet. No. Yes, not quite dead yet. But I found one, and I'm going to triple check on camera, so then you guys, no, here. So then we can double check. And I have a makeup brush, so it's easy to point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. A Twisted Love Story by Samantha Downing. I feel like I've read something by her before, but I can't remember. Wes and Ivy's love is dangerous. When it's good, it's very good. Flowers, grand gestures, precious moments. But when it's bad, it's twisted. Explosive breakups put Wes and Ivy at each other's throats, but now they have a common enemy, a detective. Because there's something Wes and Ivy don't talk about. The night of their worst breakup, when one of them took things too far and someone ended up dead. If they can finally stick together, they might just be able to keep their darker secret. But it wouldn't be Wes and Ivy's story without one final twist. This actually sounds really good. That took so long. I got one. Oh, I got 2. Oh, it's really thin. The thin ones scare me most. Oh, it's upside down. Read a book with a yellow cover. Okay. That's amazing, because I've made a 2026 reading bingo. And that was actually one of the prompts, and I know exactly what book I'm gonna get. Let me just get it. Butter by Asako Yusuki, translated by Polly Barton. Gourmet cook Manako Kaji sits in Tokyo Detention Center convicted of several murders of lonely businessmen who she is said to have seduced with her delicious home cooking. She refuses to speak with any press, as until journalist Rika Nishida writes a letter asking for a recipe for beef stew, and Kaji can't resist writing back. Rika rarely cooks more than instant ramen, but as her conversation with Kaji unfold, they seem closer to a masterclass in food than journalistic research. With each meal Rika eats under Kaji's close instructions, something is awakening in her body. Might she and Kaji have more in common than she once thought? Oh, it's inspired by a real case. I did not know that. Inspired by the real case of the Konakatsu killer. This is a vivid, unsettling exploration of misogyny, obsession, and the transgressive pleasures of food in Japan. And then it also says there are 2 things that I simply cannot tolerate: feminists and margarine. Yeah, I'm excited to read this. So far, both like thrillers / mysteries. Next one. I'm trying to go for the ones at the bottom. Okay, there's one in my hand. Well, it has my hair on it. Let's get rid of that. What's the long one? Please be easy. And it says, read a book with more than one colour on cover. Okay, I'm going to find it and then I'll be back. That one, which is Belladonna by Adeline Grace. Your name is no cursed little bird. I just like the taste of it. Oh, I like that curry. Often as a child, Signa Farah has been raised by a string of guardians, each more interested in her wealth than her well-being, and each has met an untimely end, with her only remaining relatives of her elusive hawthorns, an eccentric family living at Thorn Grove, an estate both glittering and gloomy. When a restless spirit arrives, claiming she was poisoned, Signa realises the hawthorns could be in grave danger, and enlists the help of a surly stable boy to hunt down the killer. But Signa's best chance of uncovering the murderer is an alliance with Death himself. And as for mystery unfurls, Signa realises that growing connection may be more irresistible than she dared imagine. This sounds really good. And it's a fantasy. I do want to read more fantasy, because when I was younger, I started as a fantasy reader, and then I went into thriller, and now I would say I'm mainly a romance reader. And I've said it, I think, in a couple of other videos. Romance has kind of, I don't want to say ruined, but for lack of a better word, ruined my reading experience, because it's all I read. And yeah, I know what I want to say, I just don't know how to word it. I might just do a whole video or short on it. Next one. Please be easy, because I will cry. This is the next one. A book beginning with the same letter as your most recent film watch. I was watching For Cat Returns. Okay, I'm going to do the first letter, which is T. I'm going to find it and then I'll be back. The Lost Slayer, which is by Christopher Golden, and it's a Buffy the Vampire Slayer book, because I have a whole collection of them, and I do want to read them. So this is the blurb. Truth and Consequences. Buffy Summers' adjustment to life at UC Sunnydale has not gone smoothly. She feels awkward, insecure, and jealous that Willow's all over college life. So when she is visited by a prophecy of impending danger, the timing couldn't be worse. There's plenty of evil afoot as it is, and unified troop of vampires has descended upon Sunnydale, and tension between Buffy and Willow gets in the way of demon hunting. Before long, a single moment of bad judgment catapults Buffy into an alternate future dimension where vampires reign supreme. I remember the episode of this. Imprisoning the body of her 24-year-old self and confronting friends and foes, the likes of which she never imagined, the Slayer must uncover her past misstep and correct it, or risk facing the terrifying monster that she herself has created. Oh my god. 4 books in 1 volume. I did not know that. A complete serial novel in 1 volume. So it has Prophecies, Dark Times, King of the Dead, and Original Sins. I didn't know. I just thought this was one, like, chunk of a book. It marks all 4 books. What I might do is, on favourite, if I can find them separately, I'm going to count them as 4 different books, because it's 4 books. And then that will count more into my reading goal, even though I'm reading 1 book. Oh, speaking of Buffy, that's what jump I'm wearing. Sunnydale High Class of 99. I might rewatch Buffy, actually. I got one. There we go. Use a random letter generator, and the book's title has to begin with that letter. Okay, let's get one. Oh, this is the same website that I used for the last video I filmed. Ready? It has all of them. T. This could be so many, because obviously if a book begins with the, it can't. Do you know what? I'm going to do one that begins with T. That isn't the, which is Twisted Tales Anthology, featuring 8 new What If twists by Liz Boswell, Jen Kalanita, M.K. England, Elizabeth Lim, and Farrah Rojan. And it's edited by Elizabeth Lim, who I love. What if your favourite Disney and Pixar stars weren't quite as you remember them? What if Bambi didn't want to be the next great prince of the forest? What if Eric met Ariel after she rescued him? What if Belle had to take her father's place at the fair? Also featured Twist and Flying King, Ratatouille, Treasure Planet, I love Treasure Planet, and more. Explore the collections of Twisted Tales to answer the question, what if? Oh, I'm excited. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. I'm going to do 10 because I want to do 10. Read a book you think will be a 5-star read. Easy, 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 easy. Worth a Library Hides by Isabel Urbanas, and that's because I read What the River Knows, and I loved it, and this is the sequel. 1885 Eden. Inez Olivia is feeling reeling from her cousin Elvira's murder. I forgot about that. And her mother's betrayal. So when Tia Ricardo issues an ultimatum about her inheritance, she's left with only one option to consider: marriage to Whitford Hayes, former British soldier, her uncle's aide-de-camp, one-time nemesis, but it has its own mysterious reasons for staying in Egypt. With her heart on the line, Inez must bind her fate to one person whose secret plans could ruin her. I love their romance, I think. An impossible love, an enchanted legacy, a dangerous discovery. Also, can we just talk about the cover? I went to a independent bookshop in the town where I live, and I saw it, and I wasn't going to buy any books. And then I proceeded to buy that and other books. And that was the only book that was on my list. Here we go. If this says go on Netflix, I'm skipping that one. Or go on Spotify. It's go on Netflix. Oh my god. My TBR hates me. Please be one I can do, otherwise I will cry. Pick a random notepad and read a book that has the same colour cover. I'm not going to get a notepad, however, I will get this, which I suppose counts as a notepad. It's a diary, so I need a red book. For Handmaid's Tale, which I feel like is fitting considering everything that's going on. Currently, the Republic of Gilead offered only one faction to breed. If she deviates, she will, like dissenters, be hanged at the wall or sent out to die slowly of radiation sickness. But even a repressive state cannot obliterate desire. Neither Offred's nor that of the two men who... Oh my god, I'm gonna retry this. The Republic of Gilead offers Offred only one function: to breed. If she deviates, she will, like dissenters, be hanged at the wall or sent out to die slowly of radiation sickness. But even a repressive state cannot obliterate desire. Neither Offred's nor that of the two men on which her future hanged. Yeah, it's also a TV series. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Time to do another chicky chic. I'm just picking all for bears. Oh, it's a long one. Go into Spotify and pick a book based on a random Chloe Amen song. Okay, if you know me, you know Chloe Amen is one of my favourite singers. So this I can do on Spotify. I'm gonna get the Chloe Amen playlist, BRB. I found Cloak and Pride, which is a playlist I've saved. Oh, it's actually by her, which is all of her songs. So, let's just press the play button and see which one comes up. If it's For What Is Fine, I'm gonna scream, because that's my favourite song. It's Places You Belong. I'm gonna go pick a book based on this. And I'm also gonna listen to it while I do it. I found a book and it's based on one line, and that is, where do you go when you've run out of homes? So I picked Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, which means if I actually get to this book, there will be a Six of Crows video. Enter your creature first. With book 1 of Six of Crows duology featuring characters seen in the Netflix original series Shadow and Bone, because in the Netflix original series they combined this one with Shadow and Bone, and I wanted to read it before I actually watched the show. A convict with a thirst for revenge, a sharpshooter who can't walk away from a wager, a runaway with a privileged past, a spy known as Wraith, a heart-render using her magic to survive the slums, a thief with a gift for unlikely escapes. Casper and his crew are the only ones who might stand between the world and destruction if they don't kill Shubba first. And I know I don't know if this one is sad, but I know if the next one's sad. Also, I kind of like this tying cover. I know that's Anush, that's Kaz, and that's... oh my god. I don't know, but he's the one that has obsession with the goat Milo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Two more. Here we are. Read a book whose cover gives you the same vibes as the season you are in. I'm in winter, which is blue. Okay, I found one. When I think of winter, I think of like mystery thrillers, which is Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson, which is about Jet Mason, who will die in a week. And I'm just gonna read you for blur. Jet is 27 years old, having never left Woodstock for months. She's still waiting for her life to begin. I'll do it later, she always says. She has time. Until, on the night of Halloween, Jet is finally attacked by an unseen intruder. She suffers a catastrophic brain injury. The doctor is certain that within a week she'll be killed by a severe aneurysm. Jet never thought of herself as having enemies. But now she looks at everyone in a new light. Her family, her ex-best friend, turned sister-in-law, her former boyfriend. Oh, she has just 7 days, and as her condition deteriorates, she only has her childhood friend Billy. But nevertheless, she's absolutely determined to finish something. Jet's going to solve her own murder. That sounds actually so good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the last one. There we go. That really hurt my shoulders. The last one is going to be this. Let a TBR generator choose your next read. Okay, so does that... I'm going to go on Google and see what comes up. If not... Actually, do you know, I'm just going to let the Fable Bird do it. Because I suppose it counts. I'm going to count that. How do I do it? Not in the new order. Right. I'm going to pick a different one, purely because I have more than one copy of that. And so I don't know which one that's picking, so I will do a different one. But I will read this book, because I am planning to read them soon. King of Sloth. Right, so I haven't read King of Sloth, obviously, and I haven't started the King series, so I am going to pick King of Wrath, because I know you don't have to read them in order. However, I have them. I have up to King of Envy, so yeah. She's the wife he never wanted and for weakness he never saw coming. Ruthless, meticulous, arrogant, Dante Russo thrives on control both personally and professionally. The billionaire CEO never planned to marry, until the threat of blackmail forces him into an engagement with a woman he barely knows. Vivian Lau, jewelry heiress and daughter of his newest enemy. It doesn't matter how beautiful or charming she is. He'll do everything in his power to destroy the evidence and the betrothal. There's only one problem. Now that he has her, he can't bring himself to let her go. Elegant, ambitious, well-mannered, Vivian Lau is the perfect daughter and her family's ticket into the upper echelons of high society. I feel like I've completely butchered that word. Marrying a blue-blooded Russo means opening doors that would otherwise remain closed to her new money family. While the elusive Dante isn't her idea of a dream partner, she agrees to their arranged marriage out of duty. Craving his touch was never part of the plan. Neither was the worst thing she could possibly do, fall in love with her future husband. Oh, this sounds so good. I love Anna Huang. I've read all the Twisted series and all of the If Love series, and for Striker I do have the Defender. I'm so excited. I love this TBR. This is my March and April TBR. If you want to know whether or not I actually read these books, follow me on Instagram, which is Fictional Woo, and also follow me on Fable. I believe it's in the description, but I know my Instagram is. I'm going to put these on the floor because they're heavy. And I shall see you in the next one.